When public infrastructure stalls, the project's survival depends on the specific language of the contract and the human judgment governing it. The headquarters complex in Kuala Lumpur provides a clear example. This 11-story facility sat in a high-security zone directly adjacent to the Parliament of Malaysia. This location effectively paralyzed logistics. Frequent state events and independence celebrations meant military vehicles often blocked the only access road, forcing time-sensitive material deliveries, like premixed concrete, to turn back to the plant. Compounding these site constraints, the local authority, DBKL, issued an immediate stop work order following heavy rainfall and minor erosion. They mandated a new crib wall and a complex on-site detention pond, creating sudden design requirements that clashed with existing approvals. Between these authority directives and design shifts from the employer, the project fell 308 days behind schedule. This delay officially triggered the Liquidated and Ascertained Damages Clause, or LAD. Compounding external geography and rigid regulatory friction turned this cost-effective project into a financial trap, illustrating how unforeseen constraints can derail even a dedicated contractor. The financial impact was severe. The contractor faced a daily multiplier of 7,437 ringgit, totaling a fine of over 2.29 million ringgit. The Public Works Department rejected waiver appeals to ensure accountability of public funds and prevent dangerous administrative precedents. By this point, the contractor was managing a 10 million ringgit loss. Despite the financial pressure, they chose to finish the project and secure the final compliance certificates rather than halting work for litigation. This situation highlights the limits of a purely mathematical contract. While the mechanism ensures financial accountability, it lacks the nuance required to distinguish between negligence and the paralysis caused by external events. The contractor navigated this through an Ex-Gratia claim. Unlike a legal right, this is a discretionary request for a goodwill payment, granted by the government based on documented hardship rather than a contractual obligation. In 2015, the Contract Coordination Panel began a formal review. They shifted the focus away from the raw timeline and toward the actual site constraints the contractor had to overcome. The panel evaluated the contractor's professional track record, specifically noting their continuous cooperation and their commitment to finishing the build despite the mounting debt. This administrative review succeeded. In 2016, the Ministry of Finance officially granted a full release of the LAD sum, acknowledging the contractor's resilience. This outcome demonstrates that administrative reviews provide a necessary safety valve, allowing for a practical, equitable resolution when project realities clash with strict contractual math. Contractual damages manage risk, incentivizing timely completion. But enforced without context, they become purely punitive, threatening the stability they were meant to protect. Effective oversight requires professional judgment, the ability to look past robotic compliance and evaluate a contractor's holistic effort. The headquarters eventually secured its certificate of completion and compliance, delivering a critical facility to the government. Real-world contract administration requires knowing when to step away from the rigid letter of an agreement to preserve the collaboration necessary to reach the finish line. This case study highlights the operational need for proactive risk management. Contractors must provide immediate, formal reporting the moment external disruptions appear. It also emphasizes the value of transparent communication with local authorities. Aligning directives between different government bodies is essential to preventing conflicting stop work orders. Long-term success often involves absorbing temporary financial losses to preserve trust. By completing the build, the contractor maintained their standing within the government sector. Contractual resilience depends on a team's ability to resolve severe disputes while keeping strategic alliances intact. The modern 11-story headquarters now serves the public sector daily, a result made possible because the parties involved looked for a path forward. Mutual trust and responsible leadership consistently rescue delayed infrastructure projects more effectively than adversarial legal battles. In the construction industry, success relies on the ability of professionals to apply judgment and teamwork to overcome inevitable setbacks.